Since past couple of months, what we have seen that Lakshadweep is in news. And why it is news? It's not because that PM Modi visited to that place and promoted tourism. It's in news because it had also attracted various criticism, various threats, and also controversy with the nation, Maldives, and also China. So that's why this topic is important. Hello friends, welcome to the in-depth series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about INS Jatayu in Lakshadweep. So moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we'll have a discussion on Lakshadweep Island, we'll have a geographical idea about Lakshadweep Island, and then we are going to discuss INS Jatayu as a naval base, and also we are going to discuss that how INS Jatayu will provide teach to the Navy operation. After that, we are going to discuss practice question for prelims, and before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So moving towards the news part, so this is the news. So on 6th of March, which is of today, what we have seen that INS Jatayu has been commissioned at Lakshadweep, and earlier it has a name which is Naval Detachment Minicoy, and with an upgraded version it has been stationed at Lakshadweep. So this is the news we are going to discuss in today's session, and why it is important to have an infrastructural development in Lakshadweep, because of its strategic importance, because of its geographical location. And it's very important for a country to discuss and to know about the strategic location and how to strengthen our military bases there in order to counter any threat, and which are going to develop by Maldives along with the China. So moving to the next slide is about the geographical location of the Lakshadweep. And so Lakshadweep in Sanskrit and Malayalam, it is meaning as 100,000 island, and it is an archipelago of 36 islands located between 220 km to 440 km from Kochi. So this is a geographical location of Lakshadweep, and it has 36 islands, and out of 36 islands, only 11 are inhabited, and their square kilometer area is very less, which is just 32 square kilometer. Also, it is a part of chain of Korean Island, which is in the Indian Ocean, that includes Maldives to the south and the Chagos archipelago to the farther beyond to the south of the equator. And that's why Lakshadweep is very much strategically important to us. Moving to the other features about the Lakshadweep. So the other features is about the SLOCs. And what is this SLOCs? Minicoy Straddless Vital Sea Lines of Communication. And it is one of the important and world's main maritime highways, which also include two channels, which is one 8-degree channel and another is 9-degree channel. And what is 8-degree channel? 8-degree channel is between Minicoy and Maldives, and 9-degree channel is between Minicoy and the main cluster of Lakshadweep Island. So this thing is very much important for your prelims examination, because many times they ask that 8-degree challenge falls between and 9-degree challenge falls between, and it has been already asked. So be prepared for the prelims this time. And apart from a lot of features and strategic importance, there is also concern related to Lakshadweep Island because it attracts various marine pollution. So maybe it can pose challenges in order to build airfield there and other infrastructural development. So that's why we need to also take care of this mind, that what are the concerns related to Lakshadweep Island. Moving to the another slide. Another slide is about INS Jatayu Naval Base. So we already had discussed that the existing Naval Detachment Minicoy, which has been stationed as a INS Jatayu in an upgraded version, and it has been commissioned today. So that's why this day is very much important. You must know the date. If you remember, this will be very important for you to know the chronology of the commissioning of different INSs. And also it is a detachment which has a various features along with the administrative, logistics and medical facilities, and it has also upgraded version of additional infrastructure such as the airfield, housing, personnel, and they had also fragile ecology. I already told you that Along with lots of feature and strategic importance of Lakshadweep Island, we have to also take care of the concerns that are what are the concerns related to the Lakshadweep. And because of its fragile ecology, it will be very difficult for the Indian people to have stationed the airfield and other infrastructural development. So while making any infrastructure, we need to also look for the marine pollution, fragile ecology, so that no marine pollution will be harmed, and there will be the environmental clearances and every kind of clearances before any infrastructural development, and government had assured that they will take care of all these things. Moving to the next slide. Next slide is about teeth to Navy operations. So it's very important to know that how it will provide teeth to the Navy operations. So as the Navy basing of independent naval base, it will enhance the overall operational ability of the naval bases, and also there will be a comprehensive development of the naval bases. So it's very important to know that how it will provide teeth to the naval base, because first it will have a upgraded version of operational facilities and also the comprehensive development of the island. It will not just take care of the infrastructural, it will also take care of the other developments, and also it will facilitate anti-piracy, anti-narcotics operation in the Western Arabian Sea, and it will become the first responder of the region. So that's why it will provide teeth to the Navy operation, and it's very important to have a look on Navy operation because of the China's growing influence. And nowadays we can see that in Maldives, which government is running, that is very tilted towards the Chinese side, and we have a constant threat from the China. So it's very important for a country to have its Navy operation very clear and strengthened. Moving to the another slide. Another slide is about that with the commissioning of INS Jatayu, the Indian Navy will add strength to the Western Seaboard. So this is very much important for the Western Seaboard also, and also they will allow different aircraft or air bases operations, and also for the military base also, and for the civil airfield also. So this is very much important, that will be not only militarily developed, it will also develop for the civil airfields, and they will also include P-81 maritime reconnaissance aircraft and fighter jet. And this thing will be very much important for the surveillance, because we have already discussed that we have this constant threat from the Chinese side and also the Maldives side, because they are aligned together, and we can see the growing influence of China in the Indian Ocean. In order to curb and in order to retaliate that growing influence, and in order to have monopoly of Chinese over there, the Indian government has taken this step, and in order to have the infrastructural development, in order to have the security, so this naval base is important from all the direction. So that's why it will provide teeth to the naval operations. Moving to the next slide. Next slide is about the practice question for prelims, and obviously this question is related to the INS Jatayu. And these are the some features of INS Jatayu. You have to find out whether this statement is correct or not. Then first statement is, it is the second naval base in Lakshadweep after INS Deep Rakshak in Kavrati. So first of all, you need to know the chronology, that when INS Deep Rakshak stationed and at which island, you need to know the location also. And then second statement is, with the commissioning of INS Jatayu, the Indian Navy will strengthen its foothold in the Lakshadweep Island. So you have to also remember that INS Jatayu has been commissioned where and what its main aim. So you need to remember all these points, and on the basis of all these facts, you have to solve this question. I hope you like this session. If you have any query related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.